Big games don't necessarily warrant the biggest plays from a handicapper or the biggest wagers to be made by you, the gamblers. Yes, the Super Bowl is the single most watched sporting event in America, in the world, and the single most wagered upon game, period. But it's just another game with a 50-50 betting outcome. Ditto for the Final Four. Marquee games are often, though, the hardest to win because they have the sharpest lines. How many times have you watched a nationally televised game, a Sunday night game, a Monday night game, a huge college football game on a Saturday afternoon, where that game in the closing minutes comes right down, falling right near the number? I'll tell you why. Because those lines just don't have any value. Those games have the sharpest numbers. Personally, I've always said that I like to concentrate the most where the odds makers concentrate the least. So on a Saturday in college football or in college basketball, where you have a huge card, there's always going to be like a half dozen games that fly under the radar. Some may be named games, but most of them are smaller matchups. But you know what? When you go to the ticket window and you bet them, they don't pay you less because you're betting Georgia Southern in college football as opposed to Alabama. A win is a win when you have a winning ticket. But those games have the softest numbers often, and those are often the games that I like focusing on. The problem in this industry, and take it from me, a guy who's been in this business for 25 years at the forefront of this industry, I've seen it all, and there's nothing that's gotten by me over these years, is that a lot of handicappers in this industry come out with huge plays in the marquee games. Not because they necessarily like those games, it's because they know you, the consumer, the gambler, you will buy those plays. They come out with the big plays on the game because they can make the most money. They're whores, they're prostitutes. It's a dirty little secret, but listen, I'll tell you all the dirty little secrets as we go on with these videos. That's the bottom line. Take the Super Bowl, for example. Most handicappers in this business have huge plays on the Super Bowl because they can make big bucks on it. To me, it's just another game. It is no different than a Mid-American Conference football game on a Wednesday in late October. Somebody wins, somebody loses, but I'm telling you, that Mid-American Conference game in the middle of October, there's greater line value in that than an overhyped Super Bowl that's played 2 weeks after the conference championship games, where all the line value has been sucked out of that game. I don't believe in prostituting myself for the almighty dollar. I don't let the handicappers at my site do it either. Oh, they'll have big plays, but you'll find them on any random day throughout the course of any random season. Many on games and matchups that you would consider meaningless, but they love those particular games after handicapping the board. Remember, it's not about the size, the magnitude of the game. It's about winning, and that's all that matters.